Alright. Welcome back. Dragon Lucifer is back again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may be watching this. We are back with more of the Mustang DLC workshop mod from Payne Workshop. We had the drag car for a while. Fine, all well and good. Haven't been trolling around the barns looking for a couple more of the Jaguars and some other stuff that we'll discuss in a minute. Payne's come out with another new mod that we'll take a look at, a quick little glance at. But, anyways, was trolling around and found an RTRX. Yeah. This is a straight up drift car Mustang. Beautiful car, too. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this over to the car wash real quick and get it cleaned up. We'll get these prepped to go into the shop. The drag car should already be taken care of, although it's probably a little less than perfect. This actually cleaned up rather nicely. For a barn find, this car is pretty much restored. Awesome. So basically we'll just have to do a little bit of freshening up on the body panels, but looks like we're all here. Nice. Very nice. Not quite the, car I would have chosen to rebuild for a Mustang mod. I kind of like the drag car being all broke up, but anyways, regardless of that, looks like about 120 frames per second right now, so we're doing good there. So this one should already be washed, so we'll take it in there. Now, like I said, Payne's got a new mod out. What's Payne's new mod? Well, let's take a gander over here to the paint shop, because we got to move it anyways. Payne did Ford pickups. This is actually a SVT Ford Raptor, 6.2 liter. Beautiful little truck we got going on here. Yeah, it's in the paint shop and it's dirty, but we're done prepping. And I do apologize to everybody for, not having our stream as early as we usually do. We had some minor things going on, a little bit of work here and there at the house, and ended up with a little bit of a delay. So, move everything out of the paint shop, get it all back sort of where it's supposed to be. Get our old meat machine back in place. But yeah, Ford pickup trucks, F-150s, Raptors. There's a Shelby Raptor edition. There's actually a Lightning Concept edition. So this is what we're going to play with next after we get on the Mustangs. But may save this for another day. I may need to find one more. But definitely, once again, in Payne's true fashion for mod development, he managed to make something amazing. So we'll showcase those later. These two are going to pretty much, I believe, wrap up the bulk of the Mustangs. I think the only thing left is basically like the Shelby for the GT500. And yeah, I'm not really finding that one too easy. So, oop, a little bit of lag spike there. Definitely going to be one of those that we're just basically going to have to, piece together as we go. Now, I'm pretty sure this car is already welded, but for my own sanity, we'll give it a weld. Should already be good. But, anyways. So, back with the Mustang freaking mod. This thing is crazy. So, if you guys haven't been here before for the Mustang mod, basically Payne Workshop put together this mod, and it has 19 cars in it. It is literally a mod that is bigger than most DLCs that come out for this game. It is crazy. So, I'm going to get this part. Get all these little pieces and parts off here. Looks like we had an original white car. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, as you can tell, Payne never spares the details when it comes to these cars. Drag car has pretty much a pretty standard autometer gauge cluster set up in it. Definitely a stick shift car. But, roll cages, all that fun stuff. Same thing with the RTR. Now, this thing does have a roll cage in it. It's tucked back in there. Has a little bit more of a stock interior, but, not complete. It's definitely not completely stock by any means. So, we'll get these two cars torn down, get them rebuilt up, and depending on how much time we have, we may actually start in on the Raptor. We're not seeing too much of a issue with the parts on the RTR, so if the RTR goes quick and we don't have to do too much to it to get it back up on the road, which looks like will be pretty well okay, then we'll go ahead and take care of that. Now, this car's got very little parts that are actually any good on it, so we're not worried too much about it. Yeah, it looks like pretty much most of the stuff we fixed was rear bumper area. We'll get the clamshells back in place, and I think we had a tail light we were able to repair, so yeah, not much there with the Mustang. So we'll get this towed apart and get it all sorted out and get it ready for, you know, performance mods, obviously. But hopefully everybody's doing well today. Like I said, we had a little bit of work done today. Got some countertop work done, so we had a late start to the stream. But nothing too crazy. Yeah, definitely a lot of broken parts on this. So we're going to have to spend some money on this car to get it back up and running. But I believe we might be able to crush over 3,000 horsepower if we do this right. So we'll see. It's kind of yet to be seen whether or not it actually falls out that way. So, but we did do a lot of pre-purchase prep for these Mustangs before, so hopefully we've got a good chunk of the stuff that we need. Obviously, our body panels and stuff are per car, so we haven't really bought any of those. But anyways, we'll get this all whacked out and all these pieces and parts off to the repair bay that we can repair, which doesn't look like much. Luckily, we do have a transmission in here, so, you know, for whatever that's worth. Did have a drive shaft. That saved us a couple bucks, I guess. Definitely a very long piece, though. Oof. But we'll see if we can't get a close ratio transmission. Maybe we can get another wheelie machine. I mean, it's not good for top speed, but, you know, if we can get some wheelies going, that'd be awesome. We managed to do that with the Bronco from the Ford Bronco mod, and yeah, we'll take a look. I am rather happy to see four-wheel disc brakes. Does make it a little bit easier to deal with some of the stuff here. Not sure exactly how much of this suspension is going to be really worth anything, but we'll give it a go and see if we can make something happen. It's actually kind of funny. You can take that out before the solid rear axle. Didn't think you could do that, but whatever. And just like that, front and rear done. We got almost no parts. So, now this should be a supercharger engine by stock, I believe. So it shouldn't be too crazy, but we did get a few more performance parts to deal with since the last time we looked at these cars. So, yeah, it looks like a dual overhead cam V8 supercharger engine, which is interesting. Not really sure that's supposed to be in there, but yeah, 69 drag, yeah. Stock engine is a dual overhead cam supercharger. So it's saying that stock horsepower is 1,621. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to have a problem reaching 3,000. This thing's starting at almost 2,000 horsepower. Ought to be a pretty good one. So throw that up on the engine block. Lay the few more brakes, even though you really don't need to, and back to the repair table. Yeah. Well, that was fun. We're already missing calipers, and I'm just over here breaking them like they're on sale, you know? I was out looking for the XKE and the F-type Jaguar when I found the RTR, so I decided to switch it up. We were going to kind of finish out the Jaguar mod, but rather than spend another hour or two hunting down the other two Jags, I figured, well, we got the Mustang and we need to finish that up, so I'll go ahead and just wrap up with the Mustang mod, you know, here. And, well, if I come across one of the GT500s, you know, we'll touch on it and touch base with it, but for the most part, you know, we'll kind of just play it by ear with that. We've done most of them, and we've actually looked at all of them, so in realistic times. So that's pretty much where we are with that. Now, I know we've got a boatload of parts that we need to replace. We've got a boatload of these parts like this that we had bought, you know, in advance that we're getting a little low on the inventory, so that is going to be the fun one right there. We're low on inventory. Crankshaft and the engine were about the only two things that were salvageable there. And the flywheel, of course. I mean, there wasn't much left anyways, and most of it we were going to replace, but at least the engine block and the flywheel were good, because those were the two things that set the engine standard. Yeah, we're down to like our last one, so we'll have to buy a set for the RTR. Probably should just buy a big bundle of them again like we did the last time, since we're pretty much just running performance parts all the time. Let's see, a power steering pump, and I think we're out of alternators too. Probably out of pistons. No, we still got some pistons, that's good. Like our last set of pistons. Oof. That's rough. Alright. I'm dealing with some real 2021 problems here, you know. Out of parts. Fortunately, the big ships that actually bring them in can't get them out of the ports because, you know, we live in America and states do what states do. What are you going to do about it, right? But just have to get a new shipment, order them online from a different distributor. Be fine. Alright, so tune shop. And a few alternators. Order the stuff in bulk. KMV8. I don't know, 12 of them. Should be right. Order a bunch more flywheels and stuff. We got the money to burn, we might as well, right? Now it's Manifold for a V8. Yeah, why not? Grab a few of those. A few more flywheels. Now it should be a supercharger car, but I'm not sure what supercharger it's going to take, so go through that as we go. We'll grab another bundle of pistons. If you order them in bulk like this, you should get them cheaper. Like ordering 50 pistons, it's like, yeah. Should be getting them a lot cheaper than that. A few more power steering pumps. I'm not sure if we actually had any spark plugs or not, so whatever, but go ahead and grab some more. Forgot those ignition coils we needed. And need at least one of those, and a throttle for V8. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can put the engine together with that. And then we need to get over here. V8 parts. Head cover A, head cover B. So yeah, the Jaguar part's in here now, so it's going to make things all kinds of more difficult. V8 oil pan. Yeah. Serpentine belts for V8. You know, it's supercharger, so should be this one. Timing belts. Timing cover. Figure out what else we need when we go as we go. I think that should take care of the bulk of it. It's an engine where we actually have to search for parts because we just don't have them. We had prep for all this too. That's the sad part. Alright, power steering pump. Because power steering is really something we need in a drag car, you know. Car's meant to go in a straight line, not turn. Power steering is optional. It steals horsepower. Buy some more cam gears. Alright, so 8 of those. At least a single crankshaft pulley, that should take care of that. Alright, let's get this side down. Should have a lot of idler rollers on this too, so that's going to be the kind of sucky part. A lot of roller A, a lot of roller B. Prediction somewhere in a ballpark of about 3,000 horsepower, so we'll see if we can make it happen. Yeah, there's all them idler rollers. We still need to get the fuel rails in, which we haven't got yet. Those should be DIs. It's like a serpentine belt A and a belt tensioner. Okay. Tensioner's easy enough. And I seen that roller sneak down there. There it is. Alright. Head covers, nice and easy. Lots of bolts, you know. Typical. DI fuel rails. Do we have any performance ones? We do not. Alright, so let's get some performance DIs. Yes, I'm just buying a bunch of everything when I need something. I don't want to run out, you know. So you should have an exhaust manifold, 2 coil covers, and 4 coils left to go on. Try and get even numbers if I can manage it. Alrighty, let's get this back in here and see what this beast is all about. Okay, it's servo. Oh, power steering reservoir should be easy. Reservoir D. Alright, don't have one of those. Radiator A. Looks like a small intercooler and a large intercooler. Okay. Reservoir D. H-I-J-K-L. There it is. And I need radiator A. Fan B, huh? Okay, tells what we need. Fan B. Parts. Servo, caliper, cylinder. Should have at least one we need. You don't know how many it actually saved. Okay. Don't see ABS tucked back in here, so there's that. Okay. Did you miss anything? Probably. Probably gonna get yelled at because we don't have the intercoolers in, so. Oh no, I forgot to do the fuse box. That sucks. 3, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1. Should have all of them we need. Theory. An awful lot of extra fuses for the fact I cleaned out all my inventory before we finished the last stream. Don't know why. Last thing we gotta worry about, right? God only knows what kind of crazy power this thing's gonna have. Let's put some big meaty tires on the back of it, that's for sure. I don't think the stock size is gonna be enough. Alright, Mustang. No idea what hood came off this thing, so looks like the... Yeah, it did have the hood. Well, I had a hood. It wasn't the right hood, though. Forgot I still have that leftover hood. So, looks like front and left fenders. They did have glass bumpers, though. So, we'll see. We definitely don't want the RTRs, that's for sure. Let's see here. I don't know if it has any, like, drag option. I guess we'll have to... Or supercharged engine, but that doesn't make sense, so... wonder if it had this J hood on it. Let's take a look. Doesn't really have a specified version, so... Yeah. It's gonna be a fun one to figure out. Let's get the carbon fiber windshield in there, because I think that'll be a good idea. As far as the rest of the body goes, let's see here. The drag wing should be this one, right? No, that's like the stock car ring. I don't know. I think it might be time to actually just go through and do the shopping. I already had the windshield. Yeah, it was the touring. A lot of the parts on this car look like the touring parts, so... We're gonna go with the touring parts on it? Yeah, that looks right. Car part 2, I should have something. Not really a fan of that car part 2, so I'll go back and check the other car part 2s. There we go. Okay. Do car part 3 in black, because we don't need the other. Engine cover C. I like that idea. Yeah, there's so much stuff that goes through here. That looks fun. I'm going to use a lot of the Grand Touring parts on this car just because I think they're going to work out better. I don't know what clamshell I picked. C, I think. Yeah, so. I selected correctly. Alright. Front end. Ooh, those actually have on lights too. Chrome front bumper D. Okay, so those are definitely those headlights, the specialty ones. Through this one here. Front bumper. We didn't do a front bumper. Oh no. Just murder out the front end of the car. I gotta be better up anyways. It says Fender M. Not sure how I feel about that. Taillights, E through F and M only, huh? Alright. Left taillight looks like the B one. Okay. I think it's this one actually. Yeah, that was exactly the right one. Thanks. Alright. The rear window I didn't pick yet. Same thing with the rear fenders. Haven't done those yet. Actually thinking about doing the touring ones. Because that's like Fender F or something like that. I'm just not feeling it. I think these are going to do better on it overall. Yeah, just kind of fills out that dump point. Let's get the window in. Let the raked window. Car part 4. We didn't grab. That's towards the front somewhere. It's standard car part 4, so. That taken care of. Grab the other Grand Touring set. Yeah, overall, I think it looks pretty good. I like the fact it's got the lights on already. It saves us some time. Alright. Get the body up and prepare to buy a boatload of parts. Because this thing is going to be pain in the neck to actually rebuild. A lot of this stuff is broken. Luckily, we actually have prepped a little bit of it, so. Bought a lot of bottom suspension arms, so. Still have not managed to get enough double wishbone shock absorber, so. Ugh. Gonna need those carbon ceramic brakes to, you know, do trans stops. Front exhaust pipe V8 part C and rear muffler D. Those are both performance parts, I believe. Okay. Short throw on that. Alright, grab those while we're here. Throw the exhaust in. Oh God. Ran out of rubber bushings again. Not good. Very bad. Yeah, you need to reset this real quick and get these taken care of. Makes sense. Probably used up last of the 100%ers a minute ago. Guess we'll check the car status. Something will be like 98%. We'll know it's in the front suspension on the the drinker side, I guess you'd call it. You know, the side of the car where people can actually have a drink. Front wheel hub, we do need one of those. I did not see a battery under the hood of this car either. Did you notice that? Gotta be in the trunk. Intercooler's in place. There it is. Yeah, it's like in the middle of the car or something. It's kind of weird. Because I had 2 brake pads that were shot. Okay, rear sway bar B. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how the sway bar works in this car. Seems like there's a lot of suspension pieces missing here. Could be wrong. Alrighty then. Just gotta get the gearbox in and drive shaft. Hopefully those things didn't break. Starter. I think we're pretty well ready to put wheels on this thing. Last starter. Rough. Yep, I think we're ready for wheels. Big old slicks. Okay, take a look at them, see what we got. We got a 16-inch 345/45. Okay. Tablet. And we're going to get 2 16. Two 45/45s. That way I can buy 4 rims because I can't. There's no point in just fixing 1 rim. Just buy 4 16s. And usually it wants you to do like these rim Atlantas or the rim retros, and I'm not feeling those. Oh, excuse me. All right. Well, for drag reasons, I'm gonna go with the 32As. I'm feeling them. And big old slick tires in the back. I need all that meat to take this car down a track. It's going to be sketchy. They're probably a little bit more wide than you would actually traditionally put on the front of this car, but I'm going to treat it like drag week or, race week, where you got to drive it from point A to point B and you're not changing tires at all. So I'm going to make it a little wider, a little taller. Yeah, they're going to clip. It's fine. Probably need to be about 30. Still going to give us that aggressive dropped front end drag look, so that's all that matters, right? Okay, car looks pretty good. Move it over to the test path and get it straightened out. Get a cheap interior in it, because we got an interior. Probably some roulette seats and steering wheel. Nothing special. Like a G500 seat. Yeah, GW500 seat. We can buy one of those. Actually thought about the F-type seat, just because, but. And the roulette steering wheel, I think it's the one we have. Yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, forgot to put the engine cover on. There we go. Now I got that nice roll cage in there. It doesn't look so broken. Mode, interior. Alright. What a paint shop. Oof. Yeah, pretty sick looking car in white. Yeah, those wheels clip a little bit too much, but it's fine. yeah, Mach 1. Yeah, more than likely. To take that stupid badge off there and just leave that black hood, it'd be nice. Aw, it's a shame that doesn't go up high enough on that hood, and it's the one for that car. We use 35 for the, you know. I don't know. I'm kind of digging just basic white. Looks unassuming. Yeah, let's just do basic white. We'll make it nice, gloss color, and, hey, put a lot of money into the car. The paint job is a secondary thought. Alright. Moment of truth, the dyno. Now, purportedly, this car is supposed to be somewhere in the 3,000. So if it's in the 3,000 range, we're going to be doing, like, crazy things. $3,159 horsepower. Holy crap. That's scary. I don't know if we can do anything with the gears. We might break out of the fence again. Alright, it's 371, 5-speed. Tighten that ratio up a little bit. No, 200 miles an hour is probably pretty good. I bet you it'll get there. 347 gears? Yeah. We can tighten it up if we want to do wheelies or something later. But, look at the interior of this thing. Fire release. Odometer gauges in the middle. RPM is the only thing that's important in the stick shift class, so. Fire blanket. Looks like parachute switches. Yeah, this thing's, like, stupid. Pretty awesome, but, oof. Now, luckily, thanks to like companies like Holley, all those gauges are pretty much replaced by a small tablet now, which is crazy. Ugh, tinted freaking windows. Nope, can't get the wheels off your own. Alright. Jesus. God knows what the gear ratio needs to be on this thing to make it not rev like that. That one may be worth playing with, because that thing's got a major redline problem. Oh, they have to go to 411 gears just to get it to actually work. It has highway gears in it. I mean, 3,000 horsepower. I'm not sure. That rev limiter hit is way too high. I don't know. Maybe 250s? Go 250s on it, see what it does. And it's a pretty extreme change, so. See if it just freaks out. Okay, now it's completely undrivable. Yeah, that car's just meant to be undrivable, I guess. I don't think I could spread the gear ratio out enough to actually make that thing work. Not without, like, several days of tuning and testing. But it's still a cool little fart, you know. We got a 3,000 horsepower car in the garage. Alright. Speaking of, off to the parking lot you go. Back in, let's take care of that RTR. Now, this thing I bought in a barn, and honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be in this good a shape, so I guess we'll just go from here and the engine may be hot garbage, but I don't know. I mean, body panel wise, we're pretty much sitting with a complete car, so yeah, that engine may be a little bit garbage. Looks like it's missing a throttle, a few valve covers and stuff. The engine may be really trash, but the body looks good. So we'll get the body fixed and get it reassembled, I guess. All right. So keep doing that. Gotta get rid of that hood. Gotta take off car part, whatever. Car part 3 or whatever it was. Yeah. Car part 3 repaired real quick, and we'll slap it back on. Well, pretty much a restored car. Hey, look, we don't have to paint it. The car we don't have to take to the paint shop. We just gotta line the wheels and move on with life. That's that what I think. That's great. Okay. Get this one torn down. We'll do the glass later. Ew, I probably should look at that real quick. Looks like the oil filter's still on it, so yeah. May have to drain the oil, or we're gonna dump it all over the ground when we pull the engine out. Still got a pan, so we'll throw it over and give it a drain, even if it's not got anything in it. Out of here. Dark starter. These are nice 5-spokes, actually. They're actually the RTR rims, so... Sway bar. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It looks like the suspension and transmission and engine just went to shit, and they restored the body, and oh, well, it's close enough. I mean, I only paid like 22 grand for this car, so it wasn't like it was that big a deal, but still. Interesting to see the process, you know, the game considers, you know, all mechanic would have gone through. Yikes. Don't want to see the inside of the freaking differential that through that direction. That's yikes. Yeah, by the way, once I take this plate off of here, this control arm, this whole thing should fall on the ground. One part of realism that bothers the heck out of me with this game is I should be able to drop the whole rear end out of the ground after a certain number of parts are taken off. And it doesn't matter. You can go into expert mode. It's still not going to drop that thing on the ground like it's supposed to. Okay. The engine side taken care of, or the suspension side taken care of. Now let's get to the engine. I didn't see a fuse box in there either, so I probably missed it. Or it just wasn't there. Ooh, that was tight. Get spoiled with these parts that are, 50% complete for being repaired, and then you get the ones that are like right on the cusp of 15, and they're like ready for a loop every once in a while. Like, oh no, way too tight. Yeah, looks like that one. It broke. That was rough. Alright, FME engine. A lot of the stuff we have. Not sure on performance-wise on this engine. I haven't built one in a while. Actually, I don't think I've actually built one at all. So, if I have, it's been a good minute since I've done it. Ah, it's got cam plates. Isn't that nice? Tensioner. Oh yeah, that's a lot of bolts. I think there was only 3 that were rusted though, so. Oh, this one's got the dual chain drive instead of the belt drive with the shoes. Interesting. Interesting. Alrighty, spark plug's got to come out for the head to come out, and I think there's exhaust manifolds on this thing too. Oh, on this side at least. This might require special pistons. That might be what's wrong with this engine. I mean, at least you don't take the rockers out. They're all part of the inside of the head, so that's positive. No, standard piston with connecting rod. We're good. Let's see if we actually have the parts. Okay. Back in here, see what we actually have to work with. Oof. No crankshaft. That's not good. Okay, so we need a crankshaft for sure. Probably the timing belts. The shoes. Serpentine belt. LAC timing shoe A. Cam caps. I have no idea which cam or which head cover it is. Okay, so let's go here. You have the heads. That's good. Exhaust manifold. I guess it's the same one. Grab an air filter for it. B6B, huh? Get the old crankulator out. Think we're gonna have to use the stock cams because I didn't see any cams in the performance section. Yeah, I didn't see any. Right. No cams. No intake manifolds. It's interesting the thermostat's just included in some part of that. Yeah, I know. I could put the chains on and it would put other stuff in the way, but make sure I get the rest of this on here first. And I don't have to worry about the manifold covers being in the way of spark plugs or something. Kind of a typical, it's almost like the SVT Ford Lightning engine, the way it's designed. Kind of like, full of suck. There. So, engine cover, I believe it was A, was the one I was missing. Shoes. Yeah, it was A. Timing cover. Bolt City. Got the belt tensioner. All right. A Res B, an ECU A. Which one? Stop. 3215. Okay, so it's basically the same fuse panel as the drag one. It's just got an ECU in it, so you control the fuel injected engine better. Whereas the other one didn't have an ECU. Ah, I forgot to grab the ECU. Oh. I get it. Guess we just have to guesstimate this because we can't look any higher. Alrighty. Let's take care of that. While we're here, throw that engine cover on there. That'll make it look a little less freaking ridiculous, but whatever. That's done. I just gotta put glass in it. And I need a pair of double wishbones, don't I? Before I get to that point, I might as well get them prepped. Oh no, I messed up. Ah, forgot to repair the cross member. Yep, da 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 da. Oh no. Sweet Barbie. Hopefully I still have a couple of those laying around. If we're running out of bearings again, or bushings again. Or we just did this, but you know, you never know. Better safe than sorry, right? I think I was looking at the upper control arms being out of stock, not the actual rubber bushings. So we probably just bought 50 more rubber bushings for, you know, the future. That's what we do here. We restore cars. So if we don't need them today, we'll need them tomorrow. I don't look at my inventory enough to actually have to sort through that stuff. So, and I can pretty much type in what I need when I need it. So I have my own way of organizing that doesn't require me to have to worry about it. Alright, exhaust pipe, V8C, to middle muffler, to overhead valve V8. Yeah, I know, I missed a small intercooler up front. Weird. Boy, I'm getting lucky with these extra parts I had laying around for different cars. Overbuy one or two here and there, and it adds up. Get lucky on a car like this. I have exactly enough springs, exactly enough shocks to make this rear end work without having to buy any part. Alright, get these 4 tires separated, deal with the tire sizes, and then should be pretty good. Wow, these have ETs on them too. I gotta pay attention. Nah, I shouldn't have to. The rims themselves should be fine. We're gonna put the same rims back on it, so. Got some wide stance on these because this was actually a drift car. I think it was all-wheel drive too, in reality, but I'm not sure. I know the 65 RTR was all-wheel drive, but I don't know about the 69 Mach. So I'm thinking the ET75s go on the front, the ET85s go on the back, so I have to look at what we have for tires, and we have 2 different tire sizes. Alright, rims are taken care of. $295.40 and $255.40, both 18s. Looks like we're doing the 75 ET first. And I hope it puts the right size wheel on. 85. Okay. Oh, it did not. Okay. Gonna have to separate that one we did. That was the 75 ET. That tire is not the right one for that profile. So, okay. $85 ET. Okay. And the 95 tire. Okay. That should be right now. It was probably right. I probably just screwed it up, but whatever. Rather than double check and know for sure, right? Oh boy. At least now I don't have to worry about it. These brakes look so tiny under that car. It's funny. Alright. Move the car to test path. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with. Probably a complete hot garbage mess. I don't actually think I aligned the headlights on the drag car. Oops. Interior disassemble. GTR seats. Okay. And a roulette wheel. No, I didn't put glass in this car yet. Oopsie. Wait a second. What? I don't understand. The glass isn't aligning with the car. Oh, whatever. Let's move it and see if it fixes it when it reloads. Nope, it's just going to hang out there. Alright. So a little bit of a visual positioning glitch on that glass. Which is weird, because I think it actually worked fine when I took it out. So, I don't know what's going on with that. Whatever. Dino Jet, here we come. Stock 503 horsepower. Let's see how good we did. .6, not bad. Only with about 80 grand too, which sucks because I think in the actual shop, the salon, it costs like $100,000 to buy this car. So it's not even worth as much restored as it was when if we would have bought it new from the salon. Yikes. That doesn't happen very often. Ah, the window corrected itself. Look at that. Huh. Not the greatest on the top speed. But, oh, it's done. So, realistically, other than I think one, maybe two cars, we've pretty much covered everything in the Mustang DLC from Payne Workshop. I know for a fact we've covered almost every single part from the mod. So, yeah, it just took a loading screen to load it back in. It loaded up right. Now it's in the sorry spot. But we covered pretty much every single part. We covered a lot of the trans camming parts, the GT cut parts, you know, the various different parts. So we've covered almost all the parts, which is always a good thing. So I think we're going to go ahead and leave the mod there for now and focus forward on what's next in the world. We still have Jaguars to work on. We still got this nice little Raptor to work on. So there are 4 or 5 cars in this mod as well. So we'll have to take a look at some of the different ones. Man, I love it when the trunk works like it's supposed to, right? The fact the whole bed is required to be a clamshell is kind of awesome too. But front and rear seats, I'm not thinking they got any. No. This is visual, so. But hop in here. We got a nice new, I think 2013 digital dash. These are pretty much the interior pieces for the Ford. So it's toggle switches for the Raptor parts and whatnot. So yeah, definitely a good interior design. I am thoroughly impressed, honestly. Big old off-road tires. Not sure on the engine what we got in here. It looks like another FME engine, so probably similar to what we see with the Mustang, but it does have a really nice engine cover. So we will visit this. Looks like we got some Japanese plates on it. At a later time. Probably the next time we do a stream for Car Mechanic Simulator. I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit. I know tomorrow is when Destiny resets, so we may do a Destiny stream then. Not that I am really expecting much other than Festival of the Lost type stuff, but, you know, we'll take a look at it. Who knows, maybe they'll add a hot patch or something and fix something up for us. But, otherwise, I am going to go ahead and save the game, and I am Dragon Lucifer. I will see you guys next time.